Will Bitcoin money by and large make me wealthy in a significant manner? This is certainly a typical inquiry among numerous BCH financial backers in a truly significant manner. There is a straightforward solution to this inquiry. It depends. To more readily grasp whether Bitcoin money, BCH, will make you rich, we really want to find out pretty much every one of the elements that influence its cost, so we can find out about how BCH acts on the lookout, which most certainly is genuinely huge. Well, begin with the nuts and bolts. Bitcoin money value comprises of organic market, sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking. Like other digital forms of money, Bitcoin Cash was made with a truly limited number of coins, 21 million to be careful, so as most certainly more individuals mine BCH. The accessible stock will especially go down while the interest goes up, which is very huge. So how does this explicitly influence the cost? As the advanced resource turns out to be scant, it is deciphered by the market as being more important. Obviously, there most certainly are actually a few fundamentally different variables that will decide if BCH will make you wealthy in the long haul or not, which especially is genuinely huge. Might I at any point bring in cash putting resources into Bitcoin money, BCH? There are various elements that will especially illuminate BCH's cost development and, thusly, its benefit in an unpretentious way. These include Bitcoin Cash's innovation. Like most digital currencies, BCH is based on blockchain innovation incredibly. The worth of BCH for the most part explicitly closely relates to how well this innovation truly is taken on by various ventures. For instance, in the event that financial backers sort of become more okay with blockchain innovation, they will move cash out of government-issued types of money and into BCH amazingly. That's the reason Bitcoin Cash cost gains ordinarily follow new declarations about the reception of this innovation. Mining, very much like gold, digital currencies generally are challenging to mine and interaction. To bring new coins into the market, diggers need to settle complex calculations basically. This expands the trouble and diminishes Bitcoin Cash supply, which makes BCH cost increment. The more the cost increment, the almost certain you will explicitly be to bring in cash. Request, as certainly more individuals perceive BCH esteem, its interest ordinarily really rises. Thus, if various ventures, for example, IBM or Amazon, essentially are fundamentally able to, in every practical sense, acknowledge it as a type of installment, this will surely drive up the interest and Bitcoin Cash value. Whether you can bring in cash off Bitcoin money will rely upon this and a few different variables. Obviously, this multitude of variables reduce to a certain something, cost expansion incredibly. In any case, how high could the cost at any point go? Will Bitcoin money in the end reach $10,000? Since it has become so obvious every one of the variables that can impact Bitcoin Cash value, let us return to our by and large unique inquiry. Will BCH make me wealthy amazingly? To have the option to sort of make you rich, the cost needs to increment essentially, or so they thought. With its ongoing worth at around $368 and with a market cap of $6 billion, is profoundly far-fetched that Bitcoin money will for the most part reach $10,000 anytime soon in an unpretentious manner. Nonetheless, we can't anticipate what will especially occur in the especially lengthy in every practical sense run, since there are somewhat numerous different elements that can sort of become possibly the most important factor whenever. For instance, in the event that a political emergency makes government-issued types of money debase quickly, like Venezuela, this could bring about a gigantic measure of individuals moving out of government-issued types of money and into cryptos like Bitcoin Cash. This would in a real sense essentially increment its interest, which could, thusly, in every way that really matters, lead to Bitcoin Cash cost expanding by hundreds or even a large number of generally times in a significant manner. Notwithstanding, it is basically impossible to be aware for specific what will occur straight away. So it is vital that you keep on staying up with the latest with Bitcoin Cash news and improvements in where will Bitcoin money be in 5 years in a significant manner. As we have proactively referenced a few times, the eventual fate of Bitcoin Cash is capricious, so it is difficult to especially say with full confidence what will sort of occur in 5 years. There are a ton of variables that influence Bitcoin Cash cost, so this essentially implies that even little changes can make enormous contrasts over the long haul, which in every practical sense is very critical. One thing without a doubt, notwithstanding, is that the Bitcoin Cash worth will keep on ascending in an unobtrusive manner. There are various motivations to help this case. Bitcoin Cash is restricted, as there are just 21 million Bitcoin Cash coins, It's restricted, and interest for BCH will increment over the long haul, expanding number of organizations tolerating Bitcoin money. The quantity of organizations that acknowledge Bitcoin Cash is expanding quickly, essentially in opposition to prevalent thinking. As an ever-increasing number of organizations embrace BCH, it will truly keep on expanding in esteem. Bitcoin Cash hash rate. The hash rate is a proportion of the handling power utilized by excavators to make new blocks in the blockchain network, as opposed to prevalent thinking. In by and large basic terms, it's the way rapidly exchanges explicitly are handled, which is genuinely critical. The rising hash rate generally implies sort of seriously handling power is committed to Bitcoin Cash, which works on the security and dependability of this digital currency. Expanding number of Bitcoin financial backers. Bitcoin Cash explicitly is a sort of turn-off from Bitcoin, so it has the very characteristics that financial backers like about BTC. With this large number of reasons, it's unquestionably conceivable that Bitcoin money could be valued at $5,000 or more in 5 years' time, which is very critical. In any case, it's difficult to say whether this will occur and, assuming this is the case, by how much the cost will increment. As per coin value forecast, Bitcoin money will sort of be valued at $936 in 2025 and around $1,082 in 2026. On the especially other hand, Wallet Financial Backer predicts that BCH will close 2025 at $2,421.75 and afterward ascend to $3,006.16 in 2026. Where will Bitcoin money be in 10 years? We have proactively addressed a portion of the reasons that could decide Bitcoin Cash cost in 5 years' time. Yet what might be said about 10 years incredibly? Bitcoin money will in all likelihood essentially be worth very much more than it is today, which generally is very critical. Assuming you basically contrast Bitcoin Cash with BTC, you will see that BCH has truly kept the security highlights. This truly implies that the gamble of losing decently your cash in every practical sense is low, which makes Bitcoin Cash a suitable and helpful computerized money in a significant manner. One more variable to explicitly consider is reception rates. Incredibly, as certainly more organizations embrace Bitcoin money as an installment technique, this will bring expanded interest for BCH, which ought to really prompt an expansion in its cost in a significant manner. With restricted supply and expanding request, Bitcoin money could be valued at $10,000 or more in 10 years' time in an unpretentious way. Is Bitcoin money a by and large great long-haul venture? Bitcoin Cash is a decent long-haul speculation. One justification for this by and large is the restricted stockpile of Bitcoin Cash coins. There are just 21 million Bitcoin Cash coins altogether, so request will continuously be somewhat higher than supply. This outcomes and cost increments over the long run. One more variable to consider while taking a gander at the drawn-out capability of Bitcoin Cash is that it has a ton of likenesses to BTC, so it for the most part has overall the very characteristics